Good morning, my frosty friends. Welcome to game number 2 from the Can-Am Invitational International Tournament held in Madison, Wisconsin. Today, your Minnesota Frost is set to take on the Glenview All-Stars out of Glenview, Illinois. This will be game number 2 of this set of pool play. That horn sounds the end of warm-ups, and we are almost ready to get ready. The Frost are wearing their home white down on the far end with the seafoam and blue accents. They will be skating, in my book, from what I'm looking at, would be left to right on your radio dial. Glenview is going to be wearing the black with the gray and white, and skating right to left. Frost take to the ice first. They're ready to go. Of course, everybody's got their back to me, so I can't tell you who the starters are today. Aside from number 2 on the left, who's Emmy Kruzmark, and 22 on the right, Sydney Callahan. Puck is down. We are underway. Frost take control immediately. They're trying to push it down in. They break into the Glenview zone. But Glenview will grab the puck and take it back down deep into their own end. Sent up to the blue line on the far side. Shot from there. Goalie's save. Goalie is going to be Solomon for the All-Stars. Far side now looking for the centering pass. Nobody can get a handle on it. It's going to come all the way over to the near side wall and now get turned down into the corner. Kruzmark back up top to Sutliff. Sutliff's shot gets blocked out in traffic, and that one's going to find its way back out into neutral ice. Handled out there by Sutliff. Down deep in her own zone. All-Stars are able to break it loose, but the Frost come back away with it. Bringing it back now the other way now is going to be Callahan. Callahan near side takes a shot from the corner right off the goalie's shoulder in the corner post. And the All-Stars take it back the other direction. They try from a shot from the blue line, which will get swallowed up by the Frost goalminder. Not sure who we've got in net today. Face-off far side is going to be sent around back behind the Frost net into the near side corner. Turn back the other direction will be gathered up by Dorn behind the net, sent along the wall. Frost take control and take it out to neutral. They chip it ahead right up to the All-Stars, and the All-Stars send it across ice. They try to break it back in. The Frost are there to poke check it away, and it'll get held up right at the center line on the near side. All-Stars try to break the zone once again, far side now. They're going to walk it all the way down into the corner with Franklin in her back pocket. Shot from a hard angle onto the Frost goalminder, gets swallowed up, and we'll get a stoppage in play with 12:07 to go here in this first frame. Face-off will be to the glove side. The Frost are going to control. Centering it out to center, or sending it over to the center. Kruzmark couldn't get a handle on it. The All-Stars are able to push it right back down in momentarily, but the Frost are there to steal it away, bring it back in. Far side shot, backhand pass up to the blue line, and then right back down in with a little chip shot put onto Solomon, who will cover it up, and we'll get a stoppage. Face-off stick side of Solomon. All-Stars are going to win the draw, but the Frost are going to take control and dump it down into the near side corner now. Dirdall with it back deep in behind the net. Over to the near side corner. Kruzmark is able to break it free behind the net, but the All-Stars pick it up along the far side half wall. All the way down into the Frost end of the into the far side corner. Chip shot goes back behind the net and onto the near side boards. Frost look to clear. It's going to be held into the blue line. Shot taken will be turned away by, I believe, it is Cameron. Lily Cameron, number 37 for the All-Stars in net. Shot from up high is covered up. No stoppage, which is kind of surprising. Ref told him to play on. Puck will come over to the near side boards now and be controlled by the Frost. They're going to bring it out through center. Cross ice pass. Can't quite get a handle on it. Will be picked up long, down deep, and sent down in back behind the net. Swenson out in front calls for the pass. Puck will be held up along the far side boards. Chipped up and out to center. It'll be handled by Sutliff on the far side. She tries to backhand it back the other direction, but the All-Stars are right there to pick it up and dump it down deep into the far side corner. All the way around behind the net. It'll be end up on the near side half wall with a shot taken on Cameron. Rebound will be picked up by Franklin from the Frost. Franklin out to center. Tries to send it ahead to Swenson, but it's going to be picked off and turned back the other direction now. Walked all the way down, about halfway down the half wall in the Frost end. Shot taken from there. Save made by Cameron. Puck is loose out in front. And the All-Stars are able to clear it back to neutral. All-Stars control. Cross ice pass is going to go all the way over to the boards. Walked in, shot. Glove saved by Cameron. Rebound goes over to the far side corner. Frost are able to control it. It's going to slide all the way back out to neutral. Will be picked up just shy of the All-Stars end by one of the All-Star skaters. Far side corner now. They try to carry it back around behind the net. Centering backhand pass. Nobody there. Comes all the way over on the near side wall. Frost are able to clear it out. All the way down. This one's going to get called back on icing. And we'll be down to 8:56 here in this first period. This is a very tiny rink that we are playing on. There is barely any bleachers in the arena. I'm thinking this is probably a practice arena. Hence the reason that we're down in the far corner. Face-off near side down on the Frost end is going to be cleared up and out to center, forcing the All-Stars to reset. They'll chip it in on the far side, but they're going to be offside. So we'll have a face-off just outside of the Frost end on the far side. Puck gets sent down deep in back behind the Frost net. Controlled by the Frost. Chipped ahead to Kruzmark. Or to Callahan. Callahan back over it to Kruzmark. Kruzmark down deep to Tia, who tried to get the shot away. That one was knocked down in traffic. Puck will be taken the other direction now by the All-Stars. One-on-one going the other way, hard and fast on the near side. Tries to center it up. Shot. Save made by Cameron. Puck will end up down in the near side corner. Frost are able to send it out to neutral. One-on-one now coming back the other direction. Kruzmark and one All-Star. Cameron dumps it as they make the change. Swenson with it now near side. Centering pass is going to be picked off. It'll be sent right back over to the far side wall. Handled by Dorn now. Dorn is going to pick it up on the far side, tries to send it down deep, but the All-Stars are there to clear it out to neutral. And the Frost will have to reset. Center ice now, Callahan dumps it in. It's going to be sent right back out of the zone. Will be dropped in deep behind the Frost net now. Picked up down there by Blessy. Round to the far side boards will be Franklin now. Franklin ahead, tries to get it out to Swenson, neutral ice. 1-on-1, 1-on-2, going the other direction. Swenson fights for it right in front of the All-Stars bench, and Dorn is able to come away with it. She'll dump it into the far side corner of the Glenview end. Glenview picks it up there, sends it right back out to neutral. Frost have to reset. Brought in, point blank shot. Rebound is loose. And they're going to be able to clear it over to the near side boards. That shot came from number 28, Julia Walker of the Frost. Neutral ice now. Kruzmark with it near side. Breaks the zone. Drives it all the way down into the corner. Looking for the shot. She's going to look for the wraparound. Carries it all the way around over to the far side. Sends it up high. Dumped down in for the... Tried to get it down into the center, but they were able to turn it off to the side. Dirtall with it now back behind. Centering pass up to Callahan, but she can't get the shot away, and it comes down into the near side corner. From the far side blue line. Kick save. Shot and a kick save. Back door, but the net has come off, and the ref is going to blow the whistle, and we'll get a stoppage in play with 6:09 here remaining in this first frame. Face-off will be to the stick side of Solomon, far side. Dirtall's going to win the draw. Froster going to control. Shot put on Solomon. She'll swallow that one right up. Face-off once again, far side with Dirtall for the Frost. Frost are going to control. They try to get the shot, but that will get blocked in traffic. Puck will end up on the far side blue line. All-Stars are able to clear it out. It's going to go the length of the ice. This one's coming back. That one will get called on icing. Face-off comes back down into the All-Stars end on the far side. This time it's going to be Dorn for the Frost taking the face-off. Frost win the draw and control momentarily. They can't quite hold the zone, but it's going to go the other direction. It'll be run down by Blessy before it makes the goal line on the other side. Face-off, far side is going to be taken back in behind the net deep. Down into the near side corner now. Frost able to send it the length. This one's coming back. That one's going all the way down, and that'll come back on icing. Sorry about that. We had some momentary technical difficulty. Shot put on Cameron is going to get covered up. Face-off goes down into the far side corner. Round back behind and into the near side. For All-Stars are going to control. Centering pass can't be sent out front. We've got three Frost skaters right there fighting for it. Frost are going to come away with it now. Near side. We have a stoppage in play. I'm thinking it offside would be the call. So we'll have a face-off just outside the All-Star zone on the near side. Frost are going to win the draw and control. Callahan tried to dump it down deep, but it was turned back the other direction by the All-Stars, and it'll end up on the far side of the Frost zone. All the way back around to the near side now. Up to the blue line. Shot taken. Cameron with the save. Picked up back behind the net now. Sutliff. Frost are trying to clear. They're able to send it out to center ice. Callahan with it. She's able to chip it up and into the air. And we have a mess of bodies crashing into each other as the puck comes all the way down in deep behind the All-Stars net. Frost looked for the change. All-Stars take it back the other direction. It's knocked free right at the half line, but we're going to get an offside call. There's no delay in the offside here. We're playing 14-minute periods. I think we're playing by like 12U rules, or kind of a hybrid 12U, 15U type thing. Anyhow, puck at center ice. All-Stars are trying to break it back down into the Frost zone, but it's going to be turned away at the blue line. Swenson's fighting for it at center ice. Going over to the far side now. And carried in by the All-Stars. Shot on Cameron is going to be blocked out in front. Frost trying to regain control. Shot from the far side is going to be swallowed up by Callahan, or by Cameron. And we'll get a stoppage in play. Face off far side of the Frost zone. Frost will control. Tally Van Morleheim Lenz with the puck. We call her T-Bone for short. Shot from the far side blue line is going to get turned away by Cameron. It'll come over to the near side boards. They look for the shot. It's going to be another save by Cameron. Side angle is going to get covered up. Puck is loose. Everybody's down. Puck goes off the side of the cage. Now back up to the point. Shot. And the goal. That'll put Glenview on the board first, making this a one-score game, 1-0 All-Stars. 2:39 first period. We still got a whole lot of game left to go. Face-off at center ice is going to be controlled by the Frost on the near side. They try to chip it up and into the zone, but it's going to hit the ref and be knocked out of play. So he's going to take it back over to the far. I don't quite get why we were closer to the Frost zone, but I'm not the ref. I'm not making the calls. Far side now. Frost or All-Stars are able to keep it out of their zone and start chipping it back the other direction. It'll go down into the near side corner of the Frost end. Picked up back behind the net by Sutliff. Sutliff and one of the All-Stars go down. Puck comes free. It'll be held up along the near side. Out ahead now to Durdahl. Her little chip shot is going to come in right onto Solomon, who will cover it up, and we'll get a stoppage. Face-off will come to the near side now. Glove side of Solomon. Durdahl and Holton, it looks like, was the last name on her jersey. Durdahl's going to win the draw, but the All-Stars are going to control, taking it hard and fast down the other direction now. Far side, they break the zone. Down into the corner. Centering pass is going to be intercepted by the Frost, and they're trying to push it back out the other direction now, but it's going to get held up along the half wall about halfway down. All-Stars come away with it. Shot. Chip shot. Back up to the blue line near side with a shot that'll be knocked down in traffic. Frost trying to get it over to the side out of the slot. I could honestly use a pair of binoculars right now. Puck near side now. Frost are trying to get it out. Trying to get it back out of the zone, but it's going to get sent back in behind the net. Centering pass is turned away by T-Bone over to the near side boards. Shot from the blue line is going to be blocked in traffic. It's going to get chipped up and out of play. So we'll have a face-off again down in the Frost zone. Face-off stick side of Cameron. Frost are going to, or All-Stars are going to control up to the blue line with a shot that's going to go just wide and back behind the net. It's picked up near side by Franklin. Will be turned back in behind the net. And now shoveled off to the side. Bouncing puck loose. Swenson backhand is able to clear it out to center. All-Stars are going to have to reset and look for the break again. Carried in near side now down into the corner. Centering pass. It's going to be knocked away and back behind the net. Sent over to the far side, or the near side now, up to the blue line. Shot knocked down in traffic out in front. Frost are able to pick it up. 2-on-3 far side. They're going to bring it across the red line and dump it in. I guess that one's going to get called back on icing, and I guess they weren't quite across the red line according to the backside judge. Face off back down to the Frost zone is going to be on the far side, glove side of Cameron. Frost are able to control and clear the zone. Far side now coming up the boards. All-Stars are able to run it down first. She's going to bring it all the way around back behind her own net. She'll have Callahan in her pocket all the way around. They run into the raft, but the puck slides out to center. Callahan with it out at the neutral ice. She'll have it poke checked away. All-Stars are going to take it back in on the far side of the Frost zone. Shot goes high and over the net and into the near side, all the way up to the blue line as time expires. So that's how we're going to wrap up this first period of play. 1-0 Glenview. We'll be back here in just a couple minutes. We are back to start the second. 2-minute breaks in between time. Frost is skating the other direction now, and they're going to control. Franklin with it, or breaks it into the All-Star end momentarily, but they're there to poke it away and bring it back down into the Frost end. Far side corner now. Walker tries to get it up to Swenson at the blue line, but it's going to go all the way out into neutral ice. Down in back behind the net now, Walker with it. Round to the far side, it's going to get held up at the blue line. Walker fights for it in the slot. Swenson is going to be able to come away with it. She's going to take it the other direction. All the way down and in. She tries to steer around one, but has it poke checked over to the far wall. Shot knocked down in traffic. Be controlled far side now by Tia. Chipped up into the air and picked up by the All-Stars at their own blue line. Far side now, Blessy. She's going to break the zone, brings it around into the slot. Shot, glove save made by Cameron. Or by Solomon. Cameron's our goalie. It's a whole lot easier when you're looking at the ice going side to side, but when you're looking at it like we are going straight down, it's a little bit harder to remember who's going where. Face-off is going to be far side now, glove side of Solomon. Frost are going to control. Shot. Turned down in traffic. Rebound is loose. Tia tried to pick it up, but she's going to get knocked down, and we're going to get our first power play of the game. Started, let it run for 8 seconds. Face-off will be near side. Minute and a half power play. Again, this is, I'm thinking like 12U rules. Keeping it easy for everybody or for the refs. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, 14-minute periods, minute and a half. Down into the Frost zone we come. Puck is broken loose by Kruzman. Over to Tia, near side. Tia brings it out through center, but it's going to have it poke checked away. It'll end up down into the All-Stars end and be picked up by them down there back behind the net. She'll put the brakes on, looks for the outlet near side. Brought down through center now, cross ice pass. She had to put the brakes on, so she lost all her momentum. Chip shot is going to be blocked in traffic. Tia with it now is going to send it the other direction. That one's going to get called back on icing because that's another one that they're not letting slide this time. It's no delayed offside, no icing on the penalty kill. On the. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Dorn with the face-off. Franklin to control. She's going to take it the other direction along the far or near side boards. Tries to chip it ahead. It'll get stopped right at the blue line, and the All-Stars are able to clear once again. Sutliff now to Swenson. Swenson dumps it down deep into the corner. It'll end up back behind the net. Dorn goes after it. It's going to come all the way up to Walker at the blue line and then be stolen away by the All-Stars. Taken back the other direction now. Shot on Cameron goes off the side of the cage. Dorn with it. Up to Franklin. She sends it off the board and out. Swenson picks it up. Tries to chip it ahead, but she had an All-Star skater right in front of her who knocked her forward pass away. Franklin dumps the zone. Frost look for the change. Puck gets sent cross ice. It'll be Walker who clears it back out of the Frost end. All-Stars control now. Try to break it in near side. Dorn's going to knock her off the puck, and it'll be held out right at the blue line just in front of the All-Stars bench. Dumped down deep back behind the net. It's going to stall out right behind the net. Sutliff is going to have to go down and pick it up. She sends it off the board. It comes up to the blue line right to one of the All-Star skaters. Shot knocked down by Callahan out in front. Johnson from Glenview is there, tries to carry it into the side of the slot and get the shot away, but her shot goes just wide in behind the net. Walker now sends it out. She's able to clear it. It'll be picked up by Kruzman down deep into neutral ice. She walks around one, comes around, takes the shot. It's going to get knocked high up and into the air and back behind the net. And the All-Stars will pick it up back there. Cross ice over to the far side now. 2-on-3 going in. Shot from the blue line is going to get knocked away by Cameron over to T-Bone, who tries to clear it out once again. Shot from the blue line. Rebound to T-Bone in the corner. Sends it around to the far side. Callahan with it now. She's able to clear it out, forcing the All-Stars to reset. They retreat almost all the way back down into their own zone. Forwarding pass is intercepted by Callahan. She tries to carry it down in, but it'll be poke-checked away just as she breaks the zone. Over to the near side now. T-Bones bumps it ahead. Picked up by the All-Stars right inside of their own zone. Callahan is able to intercept at neutral ice and will dump it down deep back behind the All-Stars net, where it'll be gathered up there and sent the other direction by the All-Stars. This one is going to be brought right up to the red line and sent the length, and that one will get called back down on icing. 9:06, we are out of a power play. I forget to turn that off. It's kind of hard to tell when you can't see the clock. Face-off goes back down into the Glenview All-Stars end on the far side. Up to the point. Shot. Swallowed up by Solomon. That was a nice one-timer coming from Tia at the point. So we'll have another face-off on the far side, glove side of Solomon. Up to Sutliff at the blue line. She's going to send it down deep into the corner. It'll be intercepted by the All-Stars. They try to clear. Held in at the line. Bounced around loose in the slot and now turned over to the far side wall. All-Stars are able to come away with it and clear the zone. Right at the red line, brought back into the Frost end, into the top of the slot. She's going to have it poked away from her. Sutliff's going to have it. Looking for the outlet to Kruzman out front. Kruzman one on nobody. She's got the breakaway. If she can get the shot off, chip shot. Went just wide and back behind. Rebound came all the way around to the near side with another shot from there that'll get covered up by Solomon, and we'll get a stoppage in play with 8:22 to go here in this second frame. Face off near side of the All-Stars end. Bouncing puck is going to be chipped out to center ice, where it's picked up by Swenson, or by Blessy. Turned in on the far side now. All-Stars are able to clear. It's going to slide all the way down into the Frost zone. Blessy with it now far side. Ahead to Kruzman. Mark. She'll have it stolen away just as she crosses into the zone. Cross-ice pass, and then the forward pass was picked off by Walker, but it went right back to the All-Stars, who were able to break it down into the Frost end at the blue line. Okay, we got a 2-on-1 going the other direction now. Down into the All-Stars end. Shot, kick, save. Puck comes over to the near side boards. Held in at the blue line was Durdal, but the All-Stars are able to bring it back the other direction now. Lifted shot goes high and just wide of the top corner on the glove side of Cameron. Now it's going to float all the way down into the All-Stars end. Swenson chases after it back behind the net. Into the far side corner they go. Up off the half wall. Swenson brings it around one on nobody. Looks for the backhand shot, and it'll go right into the pads of Solomon, who will swallow it up, and we'll be down to 6:56 here in the second period. Face-off will be on the stick side of Solomon. Puck goes down into the far side, or into the near side corner, where it's controlled by the All-Stars. Set all the way around, and it's going to come hard all the way down, but it's going to be playable. T-Bone was able to get to it. She tries to put the backhand on it, but it went right back to one of the All-Stars players. Puck loose in the slot. Tia is able to break it out. Shot taken from the point, gets knocked down in traffic. Tia with it back behind her own net now. Sends it out through center ice. Swenson gives chase. along with one of the All-Stars. All-Stars are able to get to it first. They're trying to clear, but Kruzmark is there. She'll get the shot, and Solomon will get the save. Face-off near side is going to be controlled by the All-Stars, sent around behind the net. It's going to slide out to center ice. One-on-one foot race going down the far side wall into the Frost zone. Brought around to the side of the net. Shot. Puck is not sure where. Cameron lost the visual on it. Blessy was able to clear it over the far side wall. Callahan with it now far side. Brings it down into the zone and takes a shot. Went just wide. All-Stars are able to come away with it on the near side now. Back out at center ice, Sutliff. Ahead to Kruzmark. Held up right at the blue line. Kruzmark, shot. Goes just wide into the near side corner. Trickles back out to neutral ice where it's picked up by Sutliff. Sutliff looks to send it ahead. She sends it off the wall. All-Stars are there to pick it up and take it back the other direction now. Shot. Kruzman with the block. Swenson picks it up. Swenson chips it ahead, tries to chip it up and out, but it'll be held right at the blue line. All-Stars bringing it on near side. Shot and the goal, giving them a 2-point advantage. .5:13 remaining, second period. 2-1 Glenview All-Stars. Face off at center ice. It's going to be won by the Frost, controlled by the Frost now. Walker cross ice over to T-Bone. T-Bone chips it ahead, but it's going to be intercepted by the All-Stars. Carried back down and in. Chipped loose by Dorn. She's able to clear the zone. All-Stars reset. Held up just outside the zone. Shot taken from there. Stick saved by Cameron. And the puck gets deflected up into the air and into the netting behind the goal, out of play. Face-off this time is going to be near side. Glove side of Cameron. Dorn is going to win the draw. Shot is going to go just wide and all the way into the far side corner and up the wall. Held up over there. Shot. Stick save Cameron. T-Bone with it back behind the net. She'll have it knocked away. Swenson is there to knock it back to the Frost. It'll come around behind the net where Holton is there to pick it up. Holton from the All-Stars sends it back the other direction up to the blue line. It's going to slide all the way out to neutral, forcing the All-Stars to reset, but there was still one in the zone when the puck came back in, so we'll have a stoppage on an offside. Face-off just outside of the Frost zone on the near side. Won by the Frost, controlled by Kruzmark. Or by Callahan, excuse me. Back to Blessy. She's going to take it up near side. Takes it in. Looks for the shot. Walks it all the way down and in, but has it poke checked away right behind the net, or right beside the net. Comes around to the near side with the shot taken on Solomon. And now we have some extracurricular activities post-whistle. Looks like this one is going to be on number 17, Isabel Durdahl from the Frost. Checking was the call. So the face-off is going to come back down into the Frost end. 4:01 remaining here in this second period. 2-1 Glenview lead. Tia and Blessy, Callahan and Franklin. And Blessy is able to break it out. She's able to kick it all the way out to neutral. Tia with it now. Out at center ice. Glenview is able to break it loose. Callahan is there to knock it free once again. She gets pinched up against the boards on the far side right at neutral. Glenview just can't seem to get a good handle on the puck now. And Tia is able to send it down deep in back behind the net of the All-Stars. Near side now. It's going to be bounced out. And Kruzmark smacked it right back in, ending up causing an offside for the Frost. So the Frost will change it up now. Swenson, Kruzmark, Walker, and Dorn out. Glenview is going to bring it in near side, or far side. Walker is there, causes enough interference that the shot goes wide into the near side corner. Dorn now with it back behind the Frost net. Ahead to Walker. Held up along the far side wall, out to the blue line. That one's going to get sent the length of the ice. No icing on that one because it was sent that way by the All-Stars. Frost with it now, bringing it right out front, point blank range shot. Rebound comes loose over on the onto the far side wall. All-Stars are able to come away with it now. 3 seconds left on the penalty kill. Dorn is able to clear the zone. Frost are back at full strength. Swenson is there to poke check it away. Back behind the net, Dorn. She gets pinched up. 2 All-Stars are down there, but Dorn almost is able to clear it out. She gets knocked down along the side of the cage. Walker steps in to shove it over to the near side, over to the near side boards. Kruzmark with it now out at center ice, down the near side half wall. She tries for the shot that gets blocked out in front by the All-Stars. At the blue line, puck bounces out to neutral. Held up right at the penalty box. It's going to be taken back the other direction now, picked up by the All-Stars inside their own zone. Forwarding pass. Broken free by T-Bone. She's going to bring it in near side, breaks the zone, chips it over to the wall, and follows up down into the corner. Side angle shot goes off the side of the cage. Puck comes back over to her in the corner. Tia down there now with it, Kruzmark with it down there behind the net, up to the blue line. Slap shot from Tia. Goes just high and into the near side corner now. Swenson is there at the blue line to bounce it back down and in. Or not, excuse me, not Swenson, but Blessy. Puck all the way around now near side. Callahan tries to send it down in deep into the slot. The All-Stars are there to pick it up. Back out through center now. It's going to be dumped in near side, and the All-Stars are looking to make the change. Blessy with it now, near side corner. She tries to send it ahead to Franklin. Ref got in the way, and the All-Stars ended up coming away with it. Tia now with it, near side. She's looking for the outlet. It's able to send it ahead to Sutliff. Franklin has it knocked off her stick as they break into the zone. Near side now. All-Stars end up shoving it in back behind the net. Callahan is there to pick it up. Tia. Hard smack, tries to clear. It's going to slide all the way down. It's going all the way down into the far side corner of the All-Stars end. No icing. Sutliff and one of the All-Star skaters were both there and able to play it. Near side corner now, Franklin. Sent over to the center. 13 seconds left in the period. Shot. Kick save made. Puck ends up back behind the net. Round over to the far side boards. Held in at the blue line by Callahan. It's going to go back in deep behind the net. And that horn will sound the end of the second period. They do not do a ZAM break. So we'll be back here in just a minute to start this third period. Frost trail 2-0 over behind Glenview All-Stars. We'll be back here in just a minute. You're watching Minnesota Frost Hockey on Krabby Toad Studios TV. We are back to start this third period of action from the Can-Am International Invitational 19U Hockey Tournament. All-Stars were the first to take to the ice. Frost are going to win the draw and take control of the puck momentarily. Bouncing puck loose now over to Sutliff. Set up high and into the air. Tia was there to knock it down, and she's able to chip it into the All-Stars end. Held up at the blue line, far side. Puck loose. All-Stars are able to clear it out and turn it the other direction. Just inside of the Frost zone, they're able to send it right back out. Near side boards now carried in by the All-Stars. Shot, save made by Cameron. Face off near side, stick side of Cameron is going to be won by the All-Stars, but controlled by the Frost, and they're able to clear it out to neutral, forcing the All-Stars to reset. At the red line, puck gets dumped down deep into the All-Star end. Picked up by the Stars back behind the net, but it'll be held in at the blue line by Walker. Bouncing puck loose on the left or on the far side. It's going to slide all the way out to center. It's coming all the way down in on Cameron, but it'll be knocked off to the side by Walker. Down into the corner, chipped ahead to Franklin. Franklin now tries to center it up. She'll have her pass knocked down right after she sent it. Kruzmark is there to pick it up now. Kruzmark fights for it. She's able to backhand it into the zone. All-Stars pick it up. Back the other direction now. Just inside of the Frost end. Frost are there to handle it. Sent back out into neutral ice. And chipped back down into the near side corner. Back behind her own net will be Sutliff now. She sends it along the far side boards. Kruzmark picks it up with the blue line. She steers around one and is able to chip it out to neutral, forcing the Glenview All-Stars to reset once again. Down in near side. Swenson tries to get the break, but she can't quite handle it. The gal was there and knocked it off her stick. Down in deep, back behind the Frost net. Puck will stall out and come around now finally to the far side. Stars are there, get knocked off the puck. Both of them go down. Puck will come loose and over on the near side boards now at the blue line. Swenson sends it cross ice ahead to Kruzmark, who breaks the zone, but it'll be turned right back out by the Stars. All the way down deep into the far side corner of the Frost end. Puck gets sent around back behind the net and into the near side corner. Centering pass shot is blocked in traffic. Rebound comes up to the top of the top side of the slot. Another shot put on. It'll get turned away by Cameron. Rebound goes over onto the near side where there's another shot, and then that one got sent over to the far side wall. Round into the near side corner now. Stars with it. Centering pass is going to be turned away by the Frost. Dorn had it. Dorn was able to track it down now and is able to get it sent out to Kruzmark at center. Kruzmark 1-on-2, tries to break the zone, steers around one, comes in near side, sends it across, centering pass. Her Dorn's stick was all wrapped up with one of the Glenview skaters, and she couldn't get a handle on it. Puck goes around back behind the net now. Kruzmark with it, brings it around behind the net, tries to center it up, but it's going to get knocked out and all the way out to center ice. It'll get dumped back in by the Frost, but once again, like I said earlier, we do not have a delayed offside, so the Frost will be offside. .10-17, third period. Ref brings it all the way back out to center ice. Frost will win the draw and control. Dumped in with a shot that goes just wide. Will end up over on the far side half wall. Cleared out by the All-Stars. Frost reset. Held up just at the blue line. Puck will finally get picked free. Frost just can't break the zone. They're going to be turned out down into their own end. Where they'll have to retreat back into their own end now. Franklin breaks the zone far side. Sends it around back in behind the net. Callahan pins one of the skaters up against the wall. Puck will come free and along the near side boards. All-Stars are able to clear it back out to center now on the far side. Down into the corner, the puck's going to be tracked down and sent around back. Centering pass went just straight through and ended up with the Frost on the near side. Frost are able to clear it out. Callahan will have it knocked off her stick out at center ice, and the All-Stars will chip it down deep in behind the Frost net. Shot from the side goes through the crease and into the near side corner. And the Frost are able to clear it out. Near side now, 2-on-1 going the other direction. Dorn with it, tries for the shot. That one's going to get blocked. Second shot. And now we're going to have a penalty upcoming on I believe. All right, who are we calling? Who's it on? Okay, they're calling it on Dorn for interference. Okay, stand by. Okay, it's a Glenview penalty. I can't tell. Looks like number 15, maybe? Anyhow, Frost are on the power play. Face-off near side, goes over to the far side boards and up to the blue line. Tia with it as she's able to tries to carry it down into the corner. All-Stars are able to come away with it. They're going to send it out to neutral ice. It'll be Kruzmark there who picks it up. Kruzmark tries to send it ahead. It'll be her forwarding pass will be intercepted by the All-Stars. Turn back the other direction now. Puck chipped up into the air. Kruzmark with it. She'll have it poked off her stick. It'll end up along the boards on the far side. All-Stars are able to dump it down back behind the Frost net. And it'll come all the way around and into the near side corner. T-Bone with it, back behind her own net, fights for it. All-Stars try to center it up, but it's going to get knocked off to the side. Out in front now, turned out through center. 2-on-1 going down the far side boards if she can get a handle on it. Centering pass is going to be knocked away by Solomon. Swenson with it now near side. Shot. Got knocked down in traffic and over to the far side boards. All-Stars are able to clear. Frost will have to reset. Dump back down into the zone. Frost make the change. Near side now. All-Stars are there to pick it up. Send it up to the blue line where it's handled by Sutliff. And now it'll come back around onto the far side wall. At the blue line, Dorn got pinched up against the wall. Puck is floating free. Dorn couldn't quite get a handle on it. All-Stars take it back the other direction now. Steers around one, steers around two. Shot, save by Cameron. Rebound comes loose and over the near side board. She's going to walk it down and in. Put another shot on that one. Get steered up into the air and back behind the net. Side angle shot or side angle centering pass is going to get intercepted by the Frost and sent the length of the ice, and that one will get called back on icing. Face off far side. Is going to be brought this way by Kruzmark. She'll get steered over to the boards. Puck is going to end up with Tia. She's going to walk it all the way down and in. Looks for the wraparound. Gets the wraparound. Rebound shot, the goal! Frost are on the board with 6:15 left here in the third period. Frost are on the board and cut this deficit in half. Face off at center ice. Kruzmark with it just inside her own zone. She has to retreat deeper and deeper, sends it across ice. Swenson now with it out at neutral ice. She gets knocked down. Tia with it. Is able to break the zone, looks top of the slot, brings it around. Shot, glove save, Solomon. Face off goes over to the stick side of Solomon on the far side. 5:55. Dorn wins the draw. Frost controlled. Dorn with the puck in the slot. Drives around, backhand, gets the goal! This game is tied at 2! Too many things going on at once. I can't even enter the score properly. 2-2 tied at 2. Face off back out at center ice with 5:48 to go, third period. Frost are going to win the draw. All-Stars are going to control. They try to send it down, but it's going to be intercepted by the Frost and chipped into the zone. Near side now, grass from the All-Stars. She's going to have it knocked free. Callahan with it. Back up to Durdahl. Durdahl tries for a one-timer that gets knocked down in traffic and over to the far side boards. Callahan is there to pick it up, but the All-Stars pull it away. Back around behind the net. It comes onto the near side half wall. Dorn is there to break it free. And Durdahl is able to hold his zone momentarily. Stolen away at center ice. All-Stars come back away with it. Dorn now with it, just inside of her own zone. And I see we lost the camera feed, so I'm going to try to fix and talk at the same time here. Please bear with me. Puck down in the Frost zone near side now. Around back in behind the net. Side angle shot goes off the back of the cage and around on the near side wall up to the blue line where it's sent right back around in behind. Frost are able to clear the zone just inside. Now down in back behind the Frost net. Puck is held up out at center. All-Stars come away with it down into the Frost zone. Shot, save Cameron. She'll steer it over to the near side boards. Far side now. Frost make the fight. They're able to come away with it. Tries to cross ice, but it's going to get turned over to the near side boards. Out to center. 2-on-1 going the other direction. Near side or far side shot gets redirected up and into the air and onto the back glass. Puck will come all the way around on the near side board. All-Stars are able to clear. Walker gives chase. Just inside the Frost zone. Puck is going to get knocked in back behind the net. Side angle shot, side angle goal. They puts the All-Stars back on top, 3-2. Face-off at center ice is going to be controlled by the All-Stars. Far side boards now. Brought around over to the middle, or over to the near side. Callahan was there to intercept the pass. The Frost are able to force it down deep into the near side. Round over to the far side boards now and up to the blue line. For All-Stars are able to clear. Picked up out at center ice by the Frost. All-Stars are able to pick it loose. Near side of the net. Puck will be bounced back out to center ice, forcing the All-Stars to reset. Down the far side half wall. Now she's going to carry it all the way down and in. Centering pass will be turned away right up to the point. Shot. Save Cameron, and the second goal, putting the All-Stars back on top by 2. .234 third period, 4-2 Glenview lead. Frost and the All-Stars battling it out. Frost go after it. Kuzmark loses an edge. Puck is going to get turned right back out to neutral ice and be picked up by Walker. Walker brings it over the near side, tries to break the zone, bounces it around, but it's going to get turned right back out by the All-Stars. Kuzmark with it now, centering pass. That was an interference there if I ever saw one. Save made by Solomon. Swenson could have had that one on the centering pass, but her stick was being held up in the air. Holton and Tia to face off. Tia is going to win the draw. They're going to fight all the way down into the corner for that puck. And the ref gets taken out. Zebra down. Puck out at center ice. Shot on the empty net. Goes off the side of the cage. Into the far side corner. All-Stars are fighting for it. Dorn is there to push her way in. Callahan steps in to help. Puck comes free along the far side wall. Shot taken, blocked out in traffic. It'll go back, get steered back behind the net now. Near side about halfway down the half wall. Puck is finally knocked loose. Chipped up and into the air. All-Stars are able to hold the zone right at the blue line. Chip shot goes off the side of the cage. Swenson picks it up back behind, sends it around onto the far side wall. Shot from over there is going to get... Oh, that was close. There was a trip on that one too. Another shot, and that one's going to find the back of the empty net, giving the Glenview All-Stars a 5-2 advantage. Face-off center ice is going to be controlled by the All-Stars this time. Far side wall. Frost is there to knock it loose. Chipped ahead, held out right at the blue line. All-Stars are able to turn it the other direction. Frost come away with it. They're trying to make the push back to the direction. 50 seconds to go. Down into the far side corner of the Frost end. Frost will pick it up back behind their own net and send it around to the near side half wall. It'll be turned back across to the far side now and pinned up against the boards. Down into the corner. Centering pass. Nobody there. Comes out to the side of the slot. Shot goes just wide and onto the back wall. 25, 24, 23, 22. Puck held up along the far side boards. It'll get dripped down into the middle, down into the far side corner. Handled there by Durdahl. It'll come around to the near side all the way out through center, and then be picked up by the All-Stars just inside of their own zone. 6 seconds, 5, far side wall. All-Stars, or Frost sent it back the other direction, but the horn is going to sound, and that's how this game is going to wrap up with a 5-2 final in favor of the Glenview All-Stars. So that's how we're going to wrap this one up. We'll be back in action tomorrow, or later this afternoon at 3:40, while the girls take on the St. Louis Cyclones, Lady Cyclones, the St. Louis Lady Cyclones. So we'll see you this afternoon at 3:40. For my camera operator, Lisa Swenson, I'm Seth. This has been a production of Krabby Toad Studios TV and Minnesota Frost Hockey.